just give it a little bit for people to get into the room here. But I didn't have a chance to finish my coffee, so I might as well get started on that. Thank you for the thumbs up. Gotta have your coffee before you train. Always gotta make sure there's a cup of coffee around. So session 2, here we go. We're just gonna give a couple minutes to let some people into the room. We'll probably wait till about 8:04 or so before we get started. So if you guys notice any audio problems or anything like that, just let me know so I can make some adjustments before we get started. But I'm gonna get like a little pre-stretch going before we start working out. Find this helps just get the mindset ready to actually train. And if you guys leave anything in the comments section, if you're not working out and you're just following along, feel free. I got the comments pulled up so I can see that. Hey, Ed. Great. I'm glad it sounds okay. Here we go. Session number 2. And for those of you guys that did session 1, hopefully you guys did that more than I did because I only did it with you guys. No, Chris, everybody has a starting point. It just matters that you're trying. But yeah, hopefully some of you guys got that first workout in at least a couple times during the week. You want to make sure you're doing this more than twice. I can only commit to twice because I'm a fat, out of shape athlete. So I can't burn myself out too much. There's a difference between being in shape for Judo and Jiu-Jitsu than being in fitness shape, right? Like I could probably still grapple for hours right now. That's different than even to do 45 minutes of actual exercise. It is coffee, Raylan. Don't hate. Don't hate. We almost didn't get the stream off. I forgot the stupid dongle for the Mac and I almost couldn't connect to the internet. Sucks being in 2 places, working out at home. Nice, Ed. I'm so glad you ran through it again. It's important, man. Every day you find some extra time. Start watching TV or your shows, whatever. Watch a movie while sitting on the floor in that 90-90. Bang out some bear sits. Before you know it, you have like an hour and a half of stretching done. And you'll feel so much better throughout the day. I used to actually be able to sit in my office chair and work like crisscross applesauce on the computer. I used to do it all the time. Now I can't do that because I kind of quit stretching, but you know, that's my bad. Also, for those of you guys that are here right now, before we get started, I'm going to give it another minute or two. I did release a weekly schedule for lives. Monday through Wednesday, I believe, is currently scheduled. I'm going to try to bang out an hour every night. Apart from these, we're still doing these. Okay, this is still happening Tuesday and Friday. I'm just going to bump the time to 8:30. So you can come to the channel every day, Monday through Sunday, 8:30 at night. I'm going to do something live, whether it's Judo, whether it's BJJ, whether it's here for a fitness class. We're going to be able to do that together. Judo is going to actually be Wednesday at 8:30. And then I want to make sure we get the Europeans involved in some of the discussions here. I know in the comments throughout the week it was coming up that they couldn't participate because of the late night start. It's too early in the morning for them. So I decided that I'm basically going to go live on Sunday. I think 1:30 Eastern time is going to be a good time for everybody. That way we can all benefit from being able to ask questions. Hopefully I can help more people out that way. So yeah, make sure you guys hit the little bell notification on that just to get a reminder. Obviously you don't have to do them all. Maybe you only do Judo, maybe you only do Jiu-Jitsu, maybe you don't care to do any of them. They're there if you want to. The more people, the better, obviously. But hey, if you guys want, I'm here. If not, that's okay too. This is just kind of my way of giving back to the community for all the years of support that I got as an athlete. So this is actually going to be our first starting position, okay? So we're at the 5-minute part. We're just going to kind of sit here and let those knees open up. Man, you see how big my thighs are getting. I used to have chicken legs as an athlete. But we're just gonna hang out here for about 30 seconds, just kind of rock it back and forth, okay? Just get a little comfortable, and then we're gonna go from there. And I apologize if I mess up your name on chat. I'm terrible at reading names. So, just a fair warning, I'm probably gonna screw up your name at some point. Unless it's simple like Ed, but I'm not gonna try your last name. Gorelick? I tried it, I shouldn't have done that. But hey. Okay, so we got about 10 more seconds here. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're basically gonna be here. We're gonna go onto our hands, okay, inside the knees, not above it. Okay, so below the knees, I guess. We're just gonna press up into our hands, and remember, we're just gonna pull up, and we're just gonna rock up. Using our knees to pull actively to the chest while we support our weight. Lock those elbows out and pull up. You're welcome, Lori. I'm glad you like the channel. That's 3, 4, we're just gonna do 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Now we're just gonna kind of spread those legs out, heels together, and we're just gonna push ourselves back and open up those hips again. We're just gonna force it. So keep pressing those knees out and keep pushing your hips back. You know, you wanna act like you're sliding on ice as your legs go out, okay? Pushing your heels or your butt back into your heels. Try to get that space as small as possible, okay? While keeping those legs apart. Don't let them sink in. Press them out wide. And I can feel my foot is already cramping. That's not good. I drank too much coffee today. Oh, it gets me, man, all the time. Oh, I gotta bring back the golf ball to the feet. I'm not an athlete, it hurts. Gotta do it though. Oh, wait, gotta drink the coffee while we're working out though. Because I didn't have time to drink it while I was setting up. I cannot pronounce your name, but you're welcome. Okay, now we're just gonna rock back and forth. Okay, get the blood flow into that area. And don't worry, Chris, we're gonna hit those 90-90s today. My foot is cramping still. Oh, trying to fix it while I do this. Okay, now that we're gonna go into what's called a tactical frog now. Okay, so we're gonna post up. Okay, nice and tall, back arched. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna widen our feet. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to drive that heel all the way to the ground. And we're just gonna turn, okay, on the hips. There's a pop, that was a good sound. Oh, you can tell my body doesn't move anymore like it wants to. Oh, we can force it though, that's what we're doing. We're forcing it. Yeah, there we go, okay. Okay. Nice, okay. We're gonna go right back into that position. We're just gonna push those knees back again. We're just gonna hit that tactical frog again one more time. Okay, I'm gonna sit here for about 10 more seconds here. And I think we're gonna do one more like movement class, and then we're gonna get into some good strength work. Today we're gonna do some isometric holds to try to build up that strength. Okay, so now we're gonna go one more tactical frog. Here, legs up, rotate, touch, rotate, touch. Try to keep that chest facing forward as best you can. There we go. Make sure your heel is what's turning you, okay? Don't use your hips. Drive that heel out. So when I'm here, I'm pressing out wide as far as I can until I have to turn my hips to hit that end point. Always challenge that range. Every time. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna go up into a good comfortable squat. Remember, elbows inside those knees. Okay? And we're just gonna hang out. We're not doing anything. We're just gonna sit. We're gonna get comfortable. I can already tell that this is difficult for me and I get used to be. My belly's getting in the way. That's why we're doing this. We gotta lose some weight. Oh, that's okay. That's what happens when you're retired. Okay. So now that we're in this position and we're fairly comfortable, we're gonna drive that elbow into our thigh. As I come up, we're gonna open up our hips again. We're gonna force it. So I'm driving this elbow out while I have my other arm here locked out. If you can't get your elbow locked out, that's perfectly okay. But try to if you can. Okay, and don't just push with this arm here. Drive out with this one to really force those hips open and loosen them up. We're gonna drop that elbow inside on the other side. Hand goes to that thigh, press it. Try to keep the heels on the ground. I'm gonna do one more on the other side. Oh. Chris, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, let me be frank, there's an actual order to this, but it's not dangerous to do one before the other. It's more of just a progression system. Hi, Kalita. Hopefully you're working out. All right, change sides. Oh, I'm sweating. You're welcome, Chris. It's a good question, though. It's important to know. All right, now that we have our hips taken care of for now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sit up, tall kneeling, okay? So toes active, butt to the heels. My feet and my back are in line with each other, okay? So I'm not leaning forward. I'm even here, okay? Nice and flat. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna act like we're getting arrested, okay? We're gonna go handcuff, and I want those elbows not forward. I want you to open them up as far back as we can. Doug, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It hurts for me too. I told you, I'm sweating, man. It ain't easy. My ankles right now just sitting here are burning. So let's get into this, okay? So I'm nice and wide open. All I'm gonna do is rotate my chest as far as I can, and then back to center. Remember, up, don't curl in the chest. Up nice and tall, turn, 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 and make sure your eyes are following, so everything is in line. So wherever your chest is, your eyes are following. Don't try to look at the screen and follow me, okay? Nice and open, rotate, 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 and back. Doesn't matter how far you go, it matters that you hit your end range and challenge it, okay? Rotate, 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 nice, we got one more. Rotate, 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 one more. Rotate, rotate. Oh, nice, okay. I gotta let my ankles rest, that's a killer. Oh, my ankles just don't have the mobility that they used to. Oh, I spent so much time developing it and then I lost it all. Here, so what I'm doing here, guys, just to kind of work my feet up because they keep cramping, I'm taking my knuckles and I'm starting at the top and I'm grinding them down. Just one and then the other. So when you see me back here, that's what I'm doing. I'm working out all that cramping that's happening in my toes and my feet, okay? I'm just trying to massage them out so we can get on to the next exercise. So there's a little pro tip for you, okay? If you ever got a foot cramp, just kind of sit back and then be here. Okay, so now that we've rested, we're gonna go do an advanced version now, okay? So if you really struggle with that and you felt like you were cramping a lot, we're gonna do a second set of this. If you felt like you could hit that end range and you just started to cramp a little bit, but not that much, we're gonna do an advanced version, okay? So I'm gonna do the advanced version with you guys. We're gonna go back into that toes live position, butt to heels, okay? Really stretching out those feet. Remember, I want that flat position here. Hands behind the head. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate as far as we can till we hit our end range, and then I'm gonna arc. And I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna turn. We're gonna go back the other way. I hit my end range, I'm gonna press back into it with my elbow, just as if I'm trying to push my elbow to the mat. I'm gonna turn my chest, okay? You should feel that cramping up here in the back. Should feel pretty good, okay? So remember, hands locked, chest up, use those hands, make sure we rotate, and then turn. Bring it back, that's 2 on that side. Oh, that's 2 on that side, we gotta do 5. But my feet are burning. Oh, I can't hold it. Oh, it's killing me, here we go. Rotate, and down, back up, here we go. Rotate, down, back up, rotate, Down. Back up. Remember, don't do this fast. You want to make sure you're not rushing. You got to challenge it. Okay, try to hold that end position for a second until you can see I'm resting my feet. You're cramping hard today. I drank way too much coffee. Turn. Rotate. Okay, hopefully you guys got that extra one in there. I only got 4. That's okay. That was a challenge. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to our feet and we're going to do a simple lunge matrix. Okay, we're just going to work through this. We're going to do 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. Now, there are 2 ways to do this. You can either do it super advanced or you can do it super basic. It's completely up to you, okay? Now, yes, coffee. Coffee, I'm gonna drink some. Even though I'm cramping, I'm gonna drink a coffee while we do this because that's how I roll. Okay, so here we go. You can do it the advanced way, which is stepping into the motion, or you can do it plain. Just keep that foot here and then drive that knee down. Now, what's super important when you do this matrix, okay, is you want to make sure you're at a 90 and 90, okay? So when I take my step out, I'm not stepping so far that I'm lunging here with my body. I want to make sure I land and just my knee is touching. So up and down. Notice that my knee does not go over my big toe, okay? Up and down. William, I'd have a chocolate chip cookie too. Don't worry about it. I used to eat donuts when I used to coach the athletes before this pandemic. So we got 5, all right? I think that's my 3rd. We're gonna go 4, and we're gonna go 5. Remember, we're driving off that front leg, okay? We don't want to be using this back leg to press. This is a balance leg back here, okay? Balance. We're using this leg. This is the focus leg, okay? So down, weight is over that leg. I'm driving up here with that hamstring. Touch, down. Now I'm really sweating. Cool. And 1 more. All right, coffee's got to go down. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now, that was forward. We did 5 and 5. Now we got 5 laterally, okay? Again, there's an advanced way and there's a basic way. It doesn't matter which one you do. We're going to get the same out of it, okay? So if you're doing the basic way, same amount of work as the advanced way, just not as dynamic. So, advanced guys, here we go. Down, lean into that leg. Boom. Nice up, no hands. Back, back the other direction. Down and up. Keep that chest up. You can read that Fujimats logo the whole time. Except when my hands are blocking the camera, but you get the idea. Okay, now everybody else are gonna do the more basic way. We're just gonna stay on one side and we're gonna go down. Up. Remember, we're only doing 5. And 5, all right, back the other way. Here we go. Oh, that's a killer. I hate leg day. Tell me, man. If my trainer was watching this, he'd be shocked that I'm doing this. Oh, Scott, if you ever see this, you'll know I hate leg day, but I'm doing it for the people. Here we go. That's 5. Now, we have another one, okay? If I'm looking straight onto the camera, it's not straight forward, okay? I'm gonna go out to a 45 back, okay? 45. Not straight back. So if I'm on the line here, right, I'm not going onto the line. I'm going to come off of it a little bit. My toe points out. Heel is on the line. Okay? Same thing here. There's a line on this mat. I'm going to open it up. So I'm cutting each corner. Okay? Cutting each corner diagonally here. The point is back here. And then all I'm going to do is look straight out in front of me. And I'm going to sit back into that hip. Okay, toe comes up, and then back up. So that's 1, 2. Again, you could do this more dynamically by coming back, opening up the other direction, and then squatting. Back to the center, down. Okay? And we can make it more advanced. Again, always look into that forward direction here. Whoop, almost stumbled. That's why it's more advanced. I'm fat and out of shape. I gotta go basic. Don't have those stabilizers anymore. That extra 30 kilos I put on after retiring, man. Oh, I might as well be carrying a big weight vest. Okay. So that's 5 and 5. Okay. We're not done with the lunge matrix though. Not done with the lunge matrix. Chris, no. Because the more dynamic it is, the more you're using the little stabilizing muscles, because you got to transition and move through the position while holding that good, strong, tight core position. So what you don't want to see in somebody doing it dynamically, just so you guys are aware, is something like, and then they stumble, and then they just keep going, right? You want to see good, controlled motion, okay? So it looks the same on both sides perfectly, okay? But that's a little harder to do, so, and we got to do a lot of these, okay? We got weeks of this coming up, but that's enough of that. So, next one, we have an SLDL. Okay, you're welcome, Chris. SLDL. Now, super simple exercise, but if you're a judo player or a jiu-jitsu player, this is going to be super beneficial. All we're going to do is find your balance point. Okay? Ooh, find your balance point. Standing on one leg. I'm going to turn my toe in, hips, stay forward. Don't open. Stay forward. All I'm going to do is relax. Look at my knee bend. Oh, that's a cramp. Oh, right in my hip. Oh. Dude, you can't do iced coffee, William. No iced coffee. Always hot. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside. Hot coffee. But here we go, guys. We're here. As we reach out, this knee is going to bend. Okay, right here. It's going to bend. And we're going to keep that balance. Looking forward. We're going to come back. Reach out. Come back. We're just going to do 5. Whoop, I'm losing my balance. Whoop, losing my balance. I got to look at the chats. I keep wanting to see what you guys are saying. Whoop, losing my balance. See, those are the stabilizing muscles we need to have as grapplers. Okay, now we're going to change legs. Find that balance point. We got another 5 here. 1, 2. Let that leg bend a little bit. Let it relax. Don't do it stiff. Eric, that's right. Ichimata, Osoto, Ochi, all those throws right here. You can tell I haven't done this in years. Oh. Oh. One more. Oh. There we go. Quads are burning. Quads are burning. So we're going to go back down. We're going to hit our 90-90. Okay, use those muscles. Let's stretch it out a little bit. So you got that perfect 90-90 here. Hands up. Remember, chest to the knee. Okay, we're just going to hang out here for a little bit while I clear all the sweat and I catch my breath. It's always important. Remember, don't hold your weight here. My hands are here, but I'm not leaning on it. Okay? My hands are just kind of hanging out. But it's important to make sure you have an active rest. So even though my lungs are working and my legs are resting, I'm training another part of my body. Okay, so we're actively recovering all the time. Okay, now we're going to bear sit back the other way. Up, 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 up. Oh, I feel that in the glute. I'm going to turn so you guys can see. Right into that 90-90, hands up. Slight rotation, don't relax. Slight rotation. Up nice and tall. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. Whew. And then we're going to add another stretch here, okay? So we're going to transition. I'm going to go back to the first side. And this is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to samurai sit. This foot here, I'm not going to tuck it so it's next to me. I'm going to go laces down so I can sit on it. It should be cupping your butt to the best of your ability. If you've got a knee problem or you can't bend your foot underneath, don't do that. Just get it as close as you possibly can, okay? I can feel my leg is already cramping, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to force it for you guys. There. See how I push my hip up on it? This foot, we're going to tuck it in, and we're just going to sit. We're just going to hang out. You should feel it all through here. We're going to get a good quad stretch. We just worked them out. Now we're going to stretch them out actively, okay? We're going to stretch that ankle, stretch that quad, stretch that joint, sit up, good posture. We're just gonna hang out here before we change sides. And then we're gonna transition sides. Chris, that depends on the type of lifting that you're doing. I know if you're doing heavy powerlifting, I've been told you don't want to do heavy stretching because you don't want your muscles to have that elasticity under that much of a load. Doug, the dog is passed out on the couch, man. He is not into activity, which is why I got him. I love it. Me and him, we can sit there all day. Okay, so let's change sides. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna take this foot. We're gonna tuck it underneath. Remember, push that butt back onto it. Pull that foot in. It should almost look like you're sitting crisscross applesauce, but you're not. Okay, remember, we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Try not to hold yourself. Try to sit up as if nobody would ever know you're in this position. Okay, you should feel it. You're forcing it into that leg. Thank you for the thumbs up. I like it. Thumbs up all the time. Positivity, everybody. You gotta stay positive. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating. I didn't even wear a sauna suit today. Hey, for all you judo people here, okay? Don't forget Eurocomp gis, How to Shoot a Sports, 35% off. Okay? Dirt cheap. I think it's like 75 bucks for a brand new gi. So make sure you go back to practice looking super fresh. No stinky old gis in this crisis. Make sure you're wearing clean gear. Okay? Even if it's not from us, get clean gear. I suffered from a serious bacterial infection before the Olympics. Can't tell you, I chucked my entire closet, everything, all brand new, all the time. It got to a point where I would wear a knee brace one time, I'd throw it in the trash. Couldn't risk it. Gotta hide the gis from the wife. Okay, so now we're gonna. Fuji Sports does make amazing gear. Nick, yes, they ship to the UK, no problem. Okay, but we're gonna go into our low back stretch. So if you have a back problem, this is what's gonna fix it, okay? We're gonna hang out right here in our 90-90. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kinda lay out. And we're just gonna, but now, forgot to tell you, while you do this, okay, it's important that you do what's called belly breathing now. So what you do is like, deep breaths out, my chest lifts. That's not how you want to breathe. You want to make sure you push your belly out as far as possible. So where that belly kind of expands as far as it can. When you lay down from this position, it'll push that low back out, and then you should feel a good stretch. So when you're laying like this, 5 really hard breaths, as if you're trying to push air out through a straw. You're shooting a spitball at somebody. Poof. So let those lips pinch and blow out hard. So while you're down here, we're just gonna lay. Remember, through the belly, you should feel yourself lift up through your stomach, pressing your inner thigh. And you should feel it all through here. And we're going to change sides. We're going to do it again so we can open up that other side now. Okay, so we're back into that 90-90. We're just going to lay down. Same thing. Nice. Okay. So, hi. So now look at my feet are connected, but my foot is offset. Okay, so I'm not necessarily tucked into that Chinaman stretch. If you can, you can, but if you can't, this is okay as well. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch that low back, but we're gonna force it this time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go hands out, nice and wide, and my hand goes opposite through. So the foot that's behind, that's the foot I'm gonna grab. Okay, I'm gonna reach through, I'm gonna grab that knee, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull myself over so that I can stretch. And you should feel that whole lat and low back just kind of get opened up. Okay, down, through, back up, and hold. Down, back through, back up, and hold. We're gonna change sides, we're gonna do 3. Again, tuck that foot in, down, reach through, pull yourself up. Oh, this side's worse. Down, reach through, pull yourself up. Oh, okay. Now, as simple as this sounds, we're gonna do some push-ups, okay? We're gonna do 10 push-ups, that's it. We're not going crazy here, but we're gonna do them right, okay? None of this cheating stuff that I see all you people doing online and on Instagram, none of that. We're gonna do very strict, nice, tempoed push-ups, 10. Now, let me see what I can get here. Here we go, okay. So, just to demo this for proper use, okay? I got a 3M mask here, and it's plastic container because I haven't opened it up yet, okay? It's about the size of a fist, okay, when it's all out. Now that it's on the floor, it's important when you do your push-ups, okay, that whatever that is, it could be a roll of tape, okay, it could be a knotted up belt, it could be a sock, it could be anything, okay? It's gonna be even with your hands, and your hands are pointed forward, okay? None of this wide open hand thing. In nice and tight, okay? I'm gonna screw my elbows in, okay? I'm gonna lock that position in, okay? And my elbows travel along my body, okay? Even with my chest. None of this elbows out wide chested things. We're grapplers. We keep our hands in and we generate our power from elbows close to the body. So we're gonna lock it out. Okay, I'm gonna screw that position in. We're here, back is nice and flat, and we're gonna go down until our heart touches, and then back up. None of this like belly thing, okay? None of it, don't break here in the belly. We gotta flex our core, keep it nice and flat, and keep it nice and tempo, okay? That's out of here, here we go, okay? We're gonna do 10. I can't use the cup of coffee, Chris. I haven't finished it yet, and it's too tall. Look how tall that is, that's cheating. It's got like 1.5 inches here. We're athletes, and I used to be a professional. I can't cheat. Well, I can cheat reps, but not the actual exercise. Anyways, here we go. Okay, I'm in nice, good position. We're gonna do 10. I like to have my feet shoulder width when I do push-ups. I don't like that little triangle shape that a lot of people use. Doesn't really matter, but I like it square. So if you like them square, high five. If you don't, try it out. But here we go. Hands, shoulder width apart, elbows tucked in. Here we go. We're gonna do 10. Down. 1, pause. Up, pause. 2, pause. Up, pause. 3, pause. Up, pause. 4, pause. 5, pause. I can feel my arms shaking. I'm gonna push up in a long time. Down. Up, that's 5. Down. Up, that's 6. Down. Up, that's 7. Down. Up, that's 8. Down. Up, that's 9. Down. Up. I think that was 10. I lost track. That's right, Will and Men. Clean your gear. If you're a serious grappler or you train like every day, don't be that guy that shows up with a gi from like 4 years ago. Man, I don't care how often you wash it. I don't care how much you like it. Replace it. It's not worth it. It's not worth MRSA. It's not worth COVID. It's not worth anything. Gis are like 120 bucks. If you can't afford it, you should probably not be paying 150 bucks a month for a membership. Right? Clean your gear, guys. Can't tell you enough. Whew. Shoulders, man. That'll get you. But Here we go. We're gonna do an active Spider-Man stretch here. Spider-Man, okay? We're gonna go nice, solid push-up position. Greetings from Poland. How's it going? It is super early for you, but thank you for tuning in. Here we go. We're here. All I'm gonna do is step up, okay? I'm gonna drop that back leg, and then I'm just gonna take my elbow and reach for the floor and touch it, okay? Reach. We're just gonna hang out here. Let that hip open up. Come back up, take a step back, step up to that hand, drop that back knee, drop that elbow. How gis a year if you train 3 times a week? I give my gis about a year and a half. And down. All right, we're gonna go back to the other side now. Here we go. Down with the elbow, back up. Down with the elbow, back up. Down with the elbow, back up. Okay, other side, last one, here we go. Down with that elbow, back up. Down with that elbow, back up. Down with that elbow, back up. Okay, now we're gonna do some windmills. Okay, we're gonna open up that chest again, nice and wide, just like we did before, where we were here. We're just gonna do kind of the same thing, but from a slightly different position. So, we're gonna go feet nice and wide, whatever you're comfortable with. Don't go full split on me though. Don't do that. Okay, just a good comfortable position. Doug, doesn't matter how often you wash it, man. Gotta replace it after a while, guys. We're here. Walk your hands out until your back is pretty much flat. Okay? Find the center with one hand. Okay? And we're gonna open. As you do this, you're not necessarily gonna feel it here, but you should feel your hips starting to open up in that inner thigh, that groin area, plus your ribs. Everything should be stretching out. Okay, so find that center, hand, watch your hand, look at it. Bring it back down, we're gonna do 5. Oh. My scaps actually cramp a little at the top. Oh, it's been a while. Oof. All right, back up. Okay. We're gonna go right into the next exercise, so no rest. Okay, we're gonna be down. Legs flat, and then we're gonna go legs straight up. Okay, keep his legs as straight as you possibly can. Flex your toes to your head, and then all we're gonna do is alternate our legs. So I'm gonna drop down, touch, don't drop it though. Touch, back up, we're gonna do 5. Making sure that I'm staying engaged, okay? Don't just lay down, stay up. Don't let this leg fall down. And other side. Oh, I got dangerously close to my coffee there. That was dangerous. I almost broke my own rule. Don't mess with my coffee. The slower you go, the harder it is. Oh, I gotta get that leg straight. And last one. Nice, okay. Next exercise, we're just gonna lay on the ground here. Okay? Hand, 90 degree from the chest. Okay? Bottom leg straight, knee on the floor, okay? Like you're in a triangle, okay? Or sankaku for you judo guys. Here, hands together, okay? Like you're gonna dive into a pool. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up, try to keep this knee on the floor, and see if you can get your hand to the mat on the back side. If you can't, it's no big deal, just try. Press it, press it, press it. If you feel this knee coming up though, stop. Force it down to the mat and then force that hand back, okay? You're only gonna get out of it what you put into it. Ugh. I used to be able to do it. Oh. One more. Okay, we're gonna change sides. I'm gonna jump on over here. Again, triangle. Let me scooch up. Triangle. Knee is gonna stay down. I'm at a 90-degree here. Hands are together. I'm just gonna open up. Make sure you're looking at your hand, and when you feel that knee starting to come up, come back. Because you gotta make sure you are pressing it down into the ground. So turn it down as hard as you can. Okay, we're gonna open it up. And we're gonna bring it back. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. If you challenge yourself at the end, it shouldn't be easy. You shouldn't just be like flying your hand around, okay? Challenge your own body. That's why I'm an Olympian, because I give everything 100%. Don't cheat yourself. One more. Okay, so that's gonna be our workout for today. Nothing too crazy, but we got a little bit of motor skills in. Hey, Steve. Oh, Steve, try this, okay? Your low back hurts, okay? We're gonna sit here. Hands are gonna go behind your back. Big belly breath, and then blow out as you try to touch your nose to your knees. Back up, so. And you should feel it stretching that low back. But that's gonna be what we have for today. And what I was gonna say before is, I like this style of exercising because you get so much out of it when you challenge yourself, okay? Anybody can just like, you know, I'm going both directions. But the more you press into it, the harder it is. That's why I'm sweating right now, okay? Because I'm actually challenging that end range. You're welcome, guys. But, you know, when 2 people or 3 people or 10 people at the club are all training, you guys are all getting the same workout, there's a reason why some people excel inside the room and others don't. It's that reason right there, that ability to challenge yourself every step of the way to get the most out of everything you can. And even though we're locked indoors here, you can see I'm breaking a pretty good sweat. I mean, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but I'm not in like full plastics, you know, banging out an aerodyne, doing heavy power cleans, but I'm getting stronger, I'm getting fit, and I'll be ready to grapple when the gyms open back up. So thank you guys for attending. I hope everybody got a good workout. And remember, come back, rewatch this, and make sure you do it throughout the weekend, okay? Either workout 1 or workout 2, maybe mix them both up, okay? But do it at least once a day. Pick one of them, do it once a day. It's 45 minutes of your life. We're all at home. We can all find 45 minutes. And if you can't, or if you really want to put in that like championship work, throw on a movie and do both at the same time, okay? Even if it's just hanging out in 90-90, get it done, okay? You're welcome, Doug. I'm glad this is super, super helpful for you guys. Chris, it doesn't matter if you can perform all of them, just down progress it one stage like the 90-90s, okay? Even if you can't pick the legs up, try. Because even if I'm sitting in a 90-90, right, and I feel like I can't lift my foot up like this, the act of trying and pressing will strengthen that muscle that you don't have, okay? So again, always put in that effort, always try. It's never gonna be perfect, but you gotta make sure you put your 100% into it. Have a good night, guys.